Please, the show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing. How you? Just enjoying the day. Whoa! Wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Rookie thing I did. I left the sound on, but the problem is when I've got it up there until the live comes on, I can't mute it.
Oh,
So I forget. Yeah. We got it going on today, guys.
yeah. Joy's out of town again, so she'll be back next Sunday.
Okay, I miss seeing her. Yeah. Tell her I said hi.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a rocking show today. What can I tell you? Yeah.
Hey, how are your subs doing?
Okay, well, I was gonna get into that. We've got a minor slump going here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give everybody an update, and I'll get into the chat here in a minute. I'll go ahead and I'll bring that up. All right, here's the thing. All right. We're going to have to make some adjustments here. We're going to have to step up our game. Now, I've fallen off the pace for what I need for 10,000 at the end of the year. I'm going to give you the numbers. I'm crunching for you right here. All right, last week when I came in here, I was at 6461. Okay, my goal is to get at 10,000 by the end of the year. Just a goal and something I want to do.
Yeah.
So this week I went to 6517, where I currently reside, for a plus 56.
Yeah.
Normally that's good. You would think, 56 in a week. Well, I'd been getting 120. So I've adjusted my times, going through the whole routine, and it's still not panning out. So I'm still going to continue. Obviously, I'm still going to continue to do what I'm doing because that's part of my channel. I have to put out content, but I have to step it up. In what capacity? I don't know, but I'm going to have to make better videos. I'm going to have to beat the algorithm because I got to get this thing back on pace. And we'll get into that. And yeah, let me get into the comments and see who we got here so far. We just got started. Usually it takes a while to roll in, but first in the house, other than our host here, is Terry, Commonwealth Thrifter. Hello, Terry. We're glad you're here. Thanks for swinging in. We got some things to talk about today, and we got storage units like we always do and stuff like that. Yeah. So thanks for rolling in, Terry. And Melissa, hi. Yeah, I was on her. I was in a chat on her live last night. They had a sale. I try to come out and say hello when I can to everybody and all our members and our community and everything. And welcome, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. So anyway, this past week, Glenn, I finished that last unit that I got. Well, not the little one. I finished that day. I'm talking about the one that I rented. And I found out some interesting things about that unit. Apparently, the ex-owners of the unit that I bought for $300, and I'm making a killing on that thing, okay? But apparently it belonged to two lawyers, a husband and wife, and they're still married, making plenty of money.
Huh.
Here's the thing. I went over and I told the manager, said, okay, I'm going to be out of here today. I want to fish. And then I got down there. I said, I want to officially check out. And then we just got into a regular old conversation. Apparently my unit had been broken into.
Oh.
Okay. And the guy was busted, but before he didn't get busted breaking into it, he got busted later, but there was things taken from my unit. So she called the guy, the lawyer guy or the woman, I don't know which one she talked to first, but she told him that it had been broken into, because you have to tell the people when that happened. So he came out and he checked the unit, and he was glad because they didn't get his guns.
Oh,
Antique guns. So he took them.
oh,
And then after that, he quit paying the rent. So can you imagine? Those would have been in there, dude. And who knows what the guy stole out of there. And it's awesome. I just pulled the last item out of there the other day, and I've got it out, airing out right now in the sun. That Lazy Boy couch. It's $1,000 couch. It doesn't look like anybody reclined in it except for me. Let's clean it up a little bit. We'll get an easy $400 out of that. And I only paid $300 for that whole unit. I've been selling furniture. We found cash. We found some silver bullion in there. It was all good. So I had to say that because it could have been so much better. But they had tons of money. They could have paid it off easy. I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
Yeah, me either.
Makes no sense. And Melissa, yes, thank you for that info. I have to look into it. I think she was talking about yesterday. I think this is, okay. She was mentioning about selling a deer head and on her chat. I think that's what she's talking about here.
Yeah.
And I said, well, be careful there. I said, around here, check your local laws, but around here, the way people sell deer heads, it's illegal to sell them here. I can't speak for her state. I believe it was Illinois. But the way they get around it here, they sell the mounting board that the deer head is on. They sell that, and then they include the head for free to circumnavigate the laws.
Oh.
So I told her, I said, be careful because you could be breaking, she's saying yes, the deer head. So I was just telling her, make sure you check your laws and, be a little more creative in selling it. I think there's a way you can do it, but I didn't want her to get in trouble. So I did bring that up. And we got a wing and a prayer. Hey, we're glad you're here. Good morning, y'all. First time I'm catching you live. Well, I believe we should need to give her a ranch, don't we?
I think so.
Wing and a prayer. You are probably member number 237, somewhere in that range. If I can find you on here. There you are. I'm going to give you that free ranch. That's how we give memberships because we can't. I looked into the membership thing, and to do that, you have to charge people. And I have no problem with other people doing that, but I didn't want to do it here. It's just personal preference. So I give out the wrenches. And you now have it. And welcome. And we're really glad you're here. Yeah. Yes, the deer head. There is no board behind it. Okay. So it's just a deer head. So it's probably just mounts. Well, that's what you can do. You can get a board. Get a board, just a freaking board. Check your laws anyway, because I'm not giving legal advice. I'm just telling you what it's like here. Okay.
Yeah,
just
I'm not sure here in California what the law is on that.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to sell deer. You're not allowed to sell deer heads here. That's how they used to do it out at the auction house here, where the auction buyers that I used to go up against in the storage auctions.
Yeah.
They would auction them off, but they would auction off the board and include the deer. They would throw that in for free. That would give them a loophole into the law. It's kind of like the loophole that the farm bill that was made allows all the states to sell gummy bears. They can do that, and it's legal. So I just didn't want Melissa to get in trouble, and I thought I'd bring that up to her. So, yeah, there's a way around it. I would look into that further before you actually put it up for auction or sale or whatever, because somebody will buy it. But and then shipping it could be a whole nother can of worms, you know, when you're going over state lines with something like that. I would be very careful in that, because I don't want you to get in trouble. And welcome. Well, thank you. Well, you're more than welcome. We'll roll into, we usually, you know, talk stuff, joke around, and then later we'll get into looking for storage units for anybody that wants to look and update what we've sold and what we might sell, what we're looking at to buy. You know, we just do all that. We have a good time. There's no set thing we do. We just do it. Poster board. Yeah. Something a little that could actually hold it, I guess. You know, a piece of wood that holds some stain. I don't know. But that's how they did it here. There we go. Yes, thank you. You're more than welcome. I try to help anybody I can when, you know, anybody, especially anybody in our community, because we got a really good community of people here, and I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I would never have thought that there would be rules about selling. Yeah, there was people. Somebody bought a locker one time with some exotic animals in there, and they had people come down there and confiscate that crap. I was like, God.
Yeah.
Because certain places you're not allowed to have it.
I haven't purchased a locker with the deer head in it, but I've seen some that other people have got, and I don't know. I have never asked them. I got.
Uh-oh. I think you broke up there, Glenn. Can you say it again, bud?
Yeah, I was saying that we've been to live auctions before that have had deer heads, and we didn't purchase the locker, but other people have, and I've never asked them how they gotten rid of them. But I don't, like I said, I don't know what the law is here in California.
Yeah, I'm sure it varies from state to state, and then you got to worry about, like, if you're shipping across state lines, you could be breaking some kind of laws. I just didn't want her to get in trouble. I mean, you can always look up all that kind of information. You can make a phone call, and you can find out what's legal in your area to do. And there will be a way for her to unload it, but I just wanted her to be aware of the potential pitfalls of selling game heads, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa says too much to ship. Probably I don't want to get in trouble. Well, yeah, I mean, I would sell it locally is what I'm saying. It's time to invest in. Hey, Roman, that's right. And today we're going to dig into that because this guy right here needs a storage unit. I'm out of that unit now. I don't even have one that I'm digging out of. I haven't had a freaking video up for 10 days. And that sucks for my channel because my storage videos have been doing good lately. And I can't just create a storage unit. I got to buy one. So today we're going to look again. And let's see. Yes, it is time. And you're right. Hey, he's here saying good morning. Oh, okay. We got you, man. Johnny Small Pepper. Hey, sir. We're glad you're in the chat today. That's right. Oh, he likes my t-shirt.
Okay.
What does it say on the back? Can you read it?
No, I can't see it. That's something.
I don't even remember what it said. I was hoping you could read it. Well, it looks fine. Thanks, Roman. You got the same one? God dang, I got to see what that says. Here, try again, Glenn. What does that say?
It says, Chop, you got to stand up straighter.
Is that better?
Yeah, it says Chopper Army.
Okay, that's it. Chopper Army. Yeah. And I got a chopper out back, but you won't see this old guy riding it. I ain't riding that sucker, man. I can't reach the. We had a guy come out here last week, that disabled veteran, and a friend of his. I sold him that motorized Airhawk scooter. I had it up for $1,200. I let him have it for $700 since he was a disabled veteran. But this guy his friend was 6'2". I'm 5'10". He couldn't reach where the chopper was to the seat. Of course, the seat wasn't on there, so that would have added 4 more inches. But because it needs a seat.
Yeah.
and he couldn't reach it. So I don't feel too bad about that. Yeah. And Johnny, yes, we're glad you're here, Johnny. Welcome, my friend. We're just trying to figure out how to keep this algorithm beat on these YouTube subs. Now, I'm going to tell a little story here. There's another feature in YouTube that Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller, he tipped me off to it. It's called, what is the hell are they calling that? Podcast. Okay. But it really isn't anything like that because a podcast is just sound. So anyway, he made these playlists of his playlists that are podcasts. And it goes into another line of whole, like the shorts did. Okay. So we're trying to stay on top of this because we want to grow. We want to grow to the top of the mountain. Okay. He went from 1,700 subs one day. The next day he came in, he had 1,000 more.
Man,
last week. He had 1,700, and now he's got 3,500.
Jeez.
But then 3,250 or something like that. But now he's staying there. So like for the 2-day period, he went boom, boom. So I made 4 podcast playlists. He said it took him about a week to get that. So I made 4 of those podcasts, and I'm still waiting. Meanwhile, I still got to put out storage videos. Still got to put out for my cat followers, and I'm doing all that, but I need a storage in it. But I need to keep finding out more about this podcast thing. I think it's silly because it's basically just making playlists of your playlists.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand it, but it doesn't matter if it works. I'll do whatever if it works. So I wish he was here. He could say more about it, but yeah. Good morning, where we're dog parking. Hey, Glenn, the swamp picker. How are you, sir? Yeah. Craig says there's no money in storage units. Trust him. Yeah. Okay. Wish everybody thought like that. He doesn't really.
Yeah.
Oh, that coffee's good. Hopefully I'll make it through the whole show without having to take a leak. Last week I could. I don't. Maybe it was the week before. I couldn't make it. I was like, guys, I'll be right back. And Swamp Bigger Chopper Army. Yeah, that's right. I like this shirt. Now, of course, I got it in a storage unit, as well as this hat, my Redneck CEO hat, which that's kind of what my business is here, a Redneck CEO. That's right. Wonderful bald head I got here. Yeah, read them and weep, ladies. Look at that. That's right. That's right. Nice. And Roman says when Mark goes to pick up stuff from storage unit, he always wears that T-shirt so nobody messes with. Yeah, usually that or having a side piece strapped on. That doesn't hurt either. Yeah, I love I love showing off my Second Amendment right, man. You know, sometimes it triggers people, but you know what? Use it or lose it, folks. That's right. Hey, did I miss Nora? Hey, Nora, I'm glad you're here. Dang it, I just stepped on stepped on a piece of tape. Stuck to my foot. Hey, Nora, we're glad you're here. Hello. So, Glenn, today what I've done as far as trying to up my game on the cat video thing, I'm using my regular camera and I'm going to run some video through CapCut, and I've got to try to up my game, man. I know what pays off now. I know everybody knows I lost Douglas. All right. It was very emotional, very sad. I even put together a video the other night where he was jumping the fence and then he jumped into this scene where he was going up into heaven.
Yeah.
It made me cry. I can't put it up. It upset me too much. It was emotionally powerful, but I can't put it up there because if it does that to me, it's going to do that to other people. I don't want them being sad. So that's how but my point is I've got to step it up. There we go. We're dog parking. Have to go stop at work. Oh no, you got to go, Glenn. I'm just kidding. Stop at work for a few. Oh, don't do that. It's Sunday, man. Take the day off. Yeah, no, you do what you got to do, Glenn. We're glad you stopped in, sir. Smash that like button on the way out if you don't mind. We're going to get this up to 5 likes today. Woo! Just like that. That's right. We get the big 6. What? Yeah. What? Yeah, Melissa. Douglas passed. I'm going to tell, I didn't really want to get into that, but she didn't know. And a lot of people didn't. I put out a video about it. And I was destroyed over this. Okay. He was only 5 years old, but he'd been under medical care for 4 months. Glenn, you all knew when I told you in the beginning, he had anemia, and we took him to the doctor and they said, well, cats can rebound from this if they respond well to the prednisone. So he was taking that, and then his numbers went up, and we took him back in, and we were like, oh, thank God. And then they said, well, go take his medicine down to half, and we'll go every other day on his medicine. We had to give him a little shot into his mouth every day. He hated it. And he was doing okay. But then right at the end, the last video we made together, he was chasing a rabbit. I have never in my life seen him run that fast. That was lightning fast. Glenn saw the video. That was his last video. And he all but caught that rabbit. But the very next morning, he was done. And so we packed him in. We took him to the vet. Said, what's going on? We thought at first it was because he had eaten this mouse. I guess we were bullshitting ourselves, thinking, well, that's what it could have been. Maybe that's why he's sick. And he was crying in pain.
Wow.
And the vet said that he didn't think he'd make it through the day. So he put him down right there. It was the most emotionally crushing. It was okay. I mean, I'm over the emotional part of it. I'm into the pragmatic part of it, but I miss my Douglas every day, and I'm always going to. But it's very sad. I know. Todd, hey, how you doing, sir? Well, we're going to get into it here in a little bit, but I had to catch Melissa up. We had a big setback. Let's just put it that way. Big setback. And Harry, we're so glad you're here, sir. He went and had an average day at the yard sales this past weekend. Harry would call it average. I think he did call it average. I think he in the beginning of his video, it showed him running out the house and into the van. I said, man, that's how I look when I got to take a crap, man. The way he moved all that, he's like, like he was hauling ass. Let's put it that way. Yeah, hey, Johnny. Yeah, we were just talking about you a minute ago, sir. We were talking about the podcast thing, and I put up four podcasts, and I'm still waiting. I got a few views, but not like you got, sir. So I don't know how this thing works yet. So I'm just playing the game right now. Glenn and I, we've got a plan to grow these channels, and it's still working, but it's losing steam right now, and we're concerned. So we're talking about that before we roll into storage auctions today, because YouTube's a big part of this thing too. So I think you grew to 30. You were like 1,700, and in 2 days you went to 3,250. I think so. I mean, if I'm right, I could be wrong on the numbers. approximately. So obviously we got to look into this. And I'm glad you brought it out. I think your show's great for that. I love the ones where you talk in YouTube and StreamYard and all that. People can learn a lot on there, you know, and I appreciate that every morning. So welcome and hello to you too. And hello to Sadie. Oh, look, we got a whoa, look at this. We've got Sadie. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Who couldn't love cats? Look at that. Look, I can hand feed her. Watch it. Look at that. No? Look, she's going to eat it. Well, she's being difficult. Here, you do that. Here. Jeez. So we're more focused on the 4 cats we do have than the one we lost. Now, I'm lying. I'm more focused on him. You know, there's been some weird things happening around here the last few days too, man. I'll get into that maybe here in a minute. Let me get through Todd is just in time for storage unit silver find. Yeah, hey, this last unit, I found some bullion in it. I found a whole ounce or 1 ounce of a silver round that the guy had in an envelope he got for a gift. And in that same desk drawer, I found rolls and rolls of coins, a couple of old a barber dime, a mercury dime, bunch of $2 bills in plastic protectors.
Yeah.
And all the furniture in the world, it's selling like we're selling like a piece or 2 a day. It's so easy to sell around here when you got good stuff, real wood stuff, name brand. The stuff has name brands on it. And Carol, hey, we're glad you're here, Carol. And she's dog parking. Yeah, dog parking. What's up there, Cleveland Roman? Cleveland Roman. I had his name screwed up for so long that I don't want to even think about anything else. I finally got it right here. Yeah, Johnny said, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, he went from, I believe it was, what did I say, 1,700 to like 2,700 in one day. Now that's, I've never seen a growth spurt like that on my channel. I think one day I made 50 to 75 range. I mean, that one gun video I got, every day I was scoring, and it went on for like 9 months. But I only ended up getting like 800 subs out of that video, and I'm still getting one every now and then. It's what you call an evergreen video. So I got to try to remake one of those, but to do that, I got to buy a storage unit. So that's why we're here today, other than to shoot the crap, have some fun, you know. Yes, that was over 2 days and all on one video. I think he was putting up some self-help videos or some how-to on Etsy or along that genre, you know, and maybe that was the key to it. Because people are always looking for how to do crap on YouTube, you know. So I think he, you know, and I went on there a show the other day, went out on it in the chat, and I congratulated him for beating the YouTube algorithm. Because that's what Glenn and I here are doing. We've been working with shorts, and we're going to continue doing that, but we've got to evolve past just doing that and still continue to do that. And I'm starting to find that I don't have to put 10 up a day now. I've kind of like got it to where I'm going to go down to like maybe 5, try to up the quality. And then it doesn't help when you got your best friend and your star that passes away 10 years early. Very emotionally sad and draining. That's the worst thing. But that's me, though. I go over the emotional part of it, and then I get very pragmatic, and I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
There's not a day goes by I don't miss that cat, man. And I wanted to tell you something. Y'all are going to think I'm nuts. I don't care. 2 nights in a row now, this has happened to me. And you can call bullshit on it or what. Or he would always come in there and lay down with me every night when I was went to bed.
Yeah.
Well, the other night I was kind of in a half sleep, and I felt this paw on me. Now, the only one that comes back there with me now is Sadie, and she was laying right down next to me, and it was kind of hooked into my shirt. And so I lifted up, half asleep, and I could feel it pulling. And then I regretted like all hell that I didn't turn around and look. Because it was gone.
Yeah.
I woke up. Okay. Now, last night, I felt this same thing. This time I did look, and there was nothing there. Okay, I know that sounds crazy. I don't care. I'm telling you what happened. This totally unrelated thing happened to my wife and I just 2 days ago. Okay, this doesn't have anything to do with that. Okay, just to make that clear. I walked into her room. She has an office in the back. I have an office in the front, which is my studio, in-house studio. This room is a mess. It's got stuff, everything. But I digress. So I walked in there to tell her something about, I guess it was in one of our sales. I was getting stuff ready because we work together. I do all the physical stuff, cleaning up, pulling the furniture out, staging it. She coordinates everything on the computer. She has this little fan right next to her desk. She's had it for years, a couple of years, and it's always blowing at this one speed. And when I walked in there, she didn't say nothing to me about it at the time, but I walked in the door, started talking to her, and the fan started running faster. And she was like, and then listening to me. Okay, maybe not that strange, right? But then I walked out. After I was done talking, I walked away. And it stopped. Okay, that means nothing. But why would it do that? And it never done it before or since. I don't get it. But then it only bring it all up because all this has happened in the span of 2 days. And I thought, well, maybe that was Thomas that did that. But he normally he doesn't get up there with Sadie because they don't get along. You know, I mean, they could coexist, but I just thought I wanted to share that story because I thought it was kind of interesting. I mean, I've heard that maybe cats do have, maybe there is an afterlife for cat. I don't know. I thought they would move on to, I'm looking like an idiot. Whatever. Hey, you know what? I don't care. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, we're dog parking. You're welcome, Johnny. I'd love you to talk more about that next week at some point in one of your shows, and maybe we can join you on that little journey. We're trying to grow here too. We've got personal goals that we've set, and I'm not going to give up. I mean, if anybody knows me, they know I'm not going to give up. That's not part of my DNA. So when we can all collaborate together, help each other out, and that's what we've always done here. And Johnny was on top of this, and he scored. He was going to have a 2,000 sub giveaway, but he got to 3,000 before he could do 2. I just thought that was so cool, because he had a bad break. He lost his channel for something that wasn't his fault a year ago or so.
Yeah.
But now he's got like double what he had then. So he survived that. And that's what I mean. You just don't give up, folks. Giving up will not help. It doesn't do any good. And Johnny proved it. That's right. That just goes to show you, Mark, nobody is like Johnny. Johnny's an individual, every individual is different. And I respect everybody. And he's got a thing going there. He's doing great, man. It's like a pillar in the community. And we all appreciate that. She's so, listen, she's a little sweetheart. Every night I go to bed, she'll climb up there, and sometimes I'll start out sleeping, I'll be on my back. She'll climb up and sit on my chest like this, and I'll fall asleep. Because, you know, a cat starts purring, it'll actually put you to sleep. It will. It used to be I couldn't even get to sleep without Douglas until he got to bed. He would come in there and then he'd lay down right next to me with his paw on me. 2 nights in a row, I felt that. And I'm nuts, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how the whole everything works. I don't know. But that's still, it's strange. But it could be normal. We don't know that. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. I'll get on here. I've been just talking up a storm here. Harry, it's so hot in Cleveland today that all the garage sales got canceled due to extreme heat. I'll tell you what, I used to do we probably did 8 to 10 yard sales here. I got to tell you, I hated it. It wasn't so bad when, put it out, but at the end of the day, you're whipped. And then you're looking out there and you got to take all that shit down, man. Like, oh, good Lord. I'm going to take this. You know what I mean, Glenn?
Yeah.
So I've come up with other ways of moving stuff. I might lose a few dollars, but I gain a lot of space. And yeah, we're dog parking. Really, yeah, heat, silver. That's right. Silver is so freaking cheap right now, guys. And gold is, buy it. Get all you can, even if it's just a little. Just do what you can. Me and Harry have the most difficult names in pronunciation. Yeah, Harry and Roman. Cajun says 1730. All right, here's what Johnny said. He was at 1733. Then overnight it went to 2706. Then the next night 2353 on the Q&A all about Etsy on podcast. See, now that is intriguing because it's been taking me about two months to get that much lately, and you did it in 2 days. So yeah, we're interested. We're fully interested in that. That's right. And congratulations too, Johnny. We want to see everybody do good. And that's great, man. Is it true that Harry and Roman went to band camp together? I'll have to ask. I don't know. The podcast is the new shorts. Hashtag, maybe. But I still think I've got to make some adjustments on the shorts, and I might be back in the question mark zone where, okay, I got to do something different. Still getting subs, but not nearly as many. So now, yeah. Okay, I got you, Johnny. Todd, I was first row trombone. Harry, was that a rusty trombone? How do you do a podcast on YouTube? Well, Terry, it's extremely kind of confusing because a podcast is supposed to be like what we're doing here now, but without video, just sound, like you're listening on the radio. Yeah. But when you do podcasts on YouTube, it shows video. So you can make a podcast of one of your playlists, which I've done 4 of them. I did a podcast of all the heat videos and some locker stuff. And well, you can see it. You can go click on my channel at the top or Johnny's channel or both. And where it says podcast, it'll bring up what podcasts you've put up. And what'll happen is you click on it and then it'll just show exactly the way it appears in your playlist. But I guess it's kind of like shorts. It just puts all this stuff on another way to get discovered. And so we're playing along, even though we don't know what the hell we're doing. I mean, Johnny knows more about this, but and I go to his show pretty much every day because he's on at a good time. 8:30 in the morning, which isn't too bad. I get up at like 8:15 normally. But yeah, Roman was the percussionist. Rusty trombone now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Old. I'm literally sitting here crying. Melissa, I tell you what, I could have a cry-a-thon with you because I love Douglas. He was a special cat. He was the smartest cat I have ever had. And I looked in his eyes, I could see a soul, man.
Yeah.
I could tell what he was thinking. I knew what he wanted. He was such a good cat. And they say only the good die. I had him 5 years. No, we actually got him 4 more months by the prednisone, but then he started going into pain after that. I was not going to let him be in pain because he was screaming in pain. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Well, I mean, I don't ever want to not think about him, but yeah, I know. Right. Todd, back in a day, band camps had expensive silver hidden around campfire. Hey, grab it. Todd, the good thing, what happened in band camp stays at band camp. I don't know if I want to go here. Carol, I think you're right. That's why I made sure that I brought him back here. Well, what he left behind, because he doesn't need that anymore. But I think somehow and I know this all sounds ridiculous, but we don't really know how things work, do we? And there are a lot of people that believe this can happen. And then I've had this happen 2 nights in a row, and I'm thinking, and then other strange things have been going on around here. So I don't know. I just know I miss my cat, but I can't do anything about that. So not crazy. Really? So it's not just me. Okay. Well, it's kind of heartwarming to know that, that he's fine if indeed that's what's going on. I mean, there's probably other people that's had this same experience. And then, you talk about it and then they're like, well, but we really don't know. Hey, Burpee, we're glad you came in, sir. I was watching he's doing some salmon the other night. He does these, he'll cook this salmon. He put cheese all over it. And then he does a mukbang. He'll cook it, show you how to do it. And then he'll sit down and he'll pig out on it. Like, yeah, boom. And he was saying, yeah, I'm getting hungry again just watching myself eat this. If you like exotic foods and Burpee Yoga Uncle you want to check his channel out. He's got a really nice channel and he's in great shape for an old guy. Like he's almost as old as me. Good Lord. Yes, Carol, there is. And apparently I was always thinking, I wonder if it works for cats. But hell, you can't have heaven without cats. You can't have heaven without dogs. You got to have what you love, everything that you love. And it's, yes. Let's see here. It's interesting. Johnny says, I will believe it as long as they don't drop after this. Oh, what he's afraid is that his numbers that he got from his podcast would all of a sudden just disappear. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, Johnny. No. I really don't. I mean, you might lose a few, but, I don't think that's going to happen, man. Just keep up whatever you're doing. And, we share any information we can about growing. And I'm glad that you do the same thing. Yeah, I believe he started, that when he lost his channel was in January 14th of 22. And now in June of 23, he's doubled where he was. Right about that. And that's good. That's really good. And something like that can make you even more determined, if you're a fighter, and I believe he's a fighter, then something like that can make you determined. And I'm glad you came out on top on that one. So when that happened to you, I got pissed off, and I made a video, really pointed video to YouTube about that. I'm sure that helped my algorithm a bunch, but I didn't care. I'm like, that's just wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Didn't even get a strike. They just took his channel down. I mean, at the worst, give him a strike, and then over time you can wear that down. You know, those will disappear. But in their infinite wisdom, I don't know. Todd is Todd's very difficult to pronounce. You're right, man. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I think to that? Here we go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I lost my way. That's great. There we go. Just received 4 10-ounce bars. That's right. See, that's what you do when you're a stacker. You stack. Boom, just like that. Oh, yeah. Definitely watch the video. Johnny says, after the first week of uploading that video, I had 486 views. Then I woke up Thursday, 5,377 views. Then Friday morning, it hit 8,216 views in those 2 days. That's great, man. I find, here's the difference between that. You got 8,200 views and 1,500 plus subs. That's like 1 sub for every 5 views.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'm probably off. I'm just guessing on the numbers out loud. But I find in my cat shorts, I get a sub for about every 500 views. So, wow, yes. So I'll always continue putting out what content I'm putting out, but I've got to be all over this, whether it works or not. I got to try, you know. Maybe the content that I'm putting up, like I put one podcast of me destroying storage units that were bad. Some people are going to like that. Some people won't like that. But I just try to do what I do, you know, and I'm just trying to be myself, you know. Whatever works. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't, well, what am I supposed to do about that? I just keep trying. I'm not going to give up. Giving up does not help. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Johnny. Yes, he sure was. Yeah, that was, get it, guys. Hey, Pamela Picks and Perks. I think she was the one that was going to get that locker with the jewelry box, but it didn't work out. And I was so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good locker.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got that one item that you know that it's going to make an interesting video. When you open up that box, jewelry, it could be great or it could be a wah-wah moment. But either way, you build up that anticipation. I just acquired a tiny kitten that's, somebody, now to name her. Yeah, take care of that. That kitten you'll be a lifetime buddy. Well, a cat life. You know, you just got to appreciate them while you have them, you know. I couldn't live without cats. I've got 4 now. We're already thinking about getting another cat to go with the group because we feel like our group's missing something now. Douglas is irreplaceable. You can't replace Doug. He actually, I think part of the reason my views dropped is because I lost Douglas. And I'm just going to be honest about it. You know? Hey, dog parking. I will be getting the next week video to put up. That's good, Johnny. We want to see how that goes. Johnny says, I was 5 away from 2K when it happened on the other channel. Oh my God. And then they stuck it to you, man. That's when I got pissed off. And I wasn't the only one. A lot of people made videos expressing their displeasure and what happened to him. But then Johnny fought back right. He came back, and that's hard to have to do that. And you work so hard to put all that content out and to get your following together.
Yeah, it sucks.
They're beyond sucking.
Yeah.
Jules would be a sweet name. I think more than anything, I just miss saying the word Douglas. You know, Douglas. But I can't really rename another cat Douglas.
No.
I mean, my grandmother had a dog when I was a kid named Mitzi. Her Mitzi was a Chihuahua, the meanest freaking dog. She's the only one that could touch it. But it passed away. So she got another dog. She named it Mitzi. Mitzi 2. I just don't think. I don't know. Hey, Winging a Prayer. I'm glad you came in. God bless you too. You have a great Sunday. Enjoy your rest of your day, and we're glad you came in. Smash that like button on your way out, please. Thank you. Well, except for our friend Jules. Hey, yeah, I remember her. Hey, Jeffrey. How you doing, sir? I'm glad you came in. I hope you enjoy your time here. We have a lot of fun. We're going to look for some storage units here in a few minutes. If I ever get done flapping my neck. And we're dog parking. And Pamela's the dog parking. And good afternoon on the East Coast Storage Bandits. Yes, he's on the West Coast. I believe Jeffrey's on the East Coast. As well, I'm on the kind of like a little bit towards Middle America. Southeast. South Central, North Central. Yeah, in the Civil War, we were like a border. Now we got another Civil War going on. This one's a little less hot, but it's every bit as deadly. Probably deadlier as people just don't see it happening, you know, like the front yard. Johnny does a great, yes, he does. And I will always call out good stuff when I see it. I look at it this way. Everything happens for a reason, and I have come back fighting and did a lot of changes and stood up. I agree. And I think because of that, you moved on from it and came out better for it. Because I've got a feeling by now all the people that were subscribed to you by then, the vast majority are back on board now. And then some. So that's great. And let's see, my cousins named every dog they got Poochie. Let's see, how would they know it? I guess. I mean, as long as you love on them, that's fine. But I mean, I think each cat or dog wants their own name because they know what they learn their names before they learn anything else. So they're like, you know, if there's 4 of them, you say, what was their name? Poochie? Poochie. You got 4 dogs right there. Yeah. Just a thought. Oh, you're welcome, Johnny. I'm glad you come in today, and we talk a lot of stuff that you talk about on your show, and because we're into this whole YouTube, StreamYard, community whole thing too, and you know, we do things a little bit different. We buy storage auctions and break crap, and I know you're not into that, but you know what? Everybody does their own thing, you know. And we don't break anything good. I mean, we're just having fun here. I'm doing very good, Mark. Thank you. You're welcome, Jeffrey. I'm glad you came in. I hope you're having a good weekend, sir. And Nora's giving us a heart. That's nice. Yes, we love you too, Nora. Do you know what happened, Johnny? Oh, he knows what happened. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Now that I'm on the end of the chat, I'm going to put a star on this post. Take it down so I'll be able to scroll up and find it. I learned that on Johnny's show too. You click the star, so then when you scroll back up, you'll see that post where you left off. Because I'm going to go into, I'm going to go into Storage Treasures now. So I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to go to Storage Treasures. Okay, so it's up on the screen now. Let's see, how can we make this a little bit better here? I wonder if we ought to just do this. No, dummy. Now look at what I've done. Where did Glenn go? There he is. Wait a minute. Let me try some. Oh, that's no good. Try something else. What am I doing, Glenn?
I don't know. I'm up there with you.
That's working, okay? All right, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Okay, we're now into that. So I'm gonna really go real quick, and if somebody wants to, for me and Glenn to look for a storage unit in your area, just put your zip code in, and any notes like you want a big unit, little unit, best unit, or just leave your zip code, and we'll just look at all of them. All right, Terry's in here first. Let's go with Terry at what was that? 22485.
Yeah.
22485. Okay. 22485. I've been running my pie hole long enough. Do a 10-mile radius to start out with. There's zip. Zilch. Nothing. 25 miles. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a nice, I think she'd like this 5x5. It sells in 4 days. She could war game this. Oh, but it sucks. Wait a minute, it might not. So let's look at it first. Sometimes they can look bad on the surface, but okay, what is that? You got shoes in that. I bet there's more shoes in there. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, this isn't all that great. And looking at that, you can kind of tell who was in here. That says keep. Okay, it says keep. I don't like that. It's heavy because look, the box below it looks like it kind of squashed it.
Yeah.
But it's only $10. But I'm not really going to say this is a good unit. I mean, you got a cheap desk here. About $10 in tub. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see what we can see through there. Some plastic or purple wrapping paper. Yeah, I don't like this. Let's do another one. You can't polish a turd, folks. Well, you can, but it's still a turd. Let me hit the refresh button. All right. This is a sideways 10x5, also known as a 5x10 or a 10x5. They call it a 5x10. You got a grill, a Nike bag, some bar stools. Is that a washer dryer set? No, that's not a washer dryer. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's rusted. No. That's a freezer. Okay, the top's nasty though. And it's got a little mold in it. So I would be willing to bet there's some freaking something in there that should be in there. It's going to stink, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A bag of stuff. Not seeing quality here. I do see some fishing poles in the back. A rusty grill. There you go. You want some clues here? There you go. Would I buy this unit? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything to hang my hat on.
No.
If I wouldn't buy it, I'm not going to tell you should buy it. I mean, it'd be one of these deals. If you could get it super cheap, you'd probably be all right. But I wouldn't do anything more than the next bid. That's just my own personal opinion. And it'll probably go for more than that. So let's look for something else. All right, this is left behind stuff. When you see stuff pulled forward, they cleaned their unit out. They left this, oh my God. They left this stuff because they're like, I don't want that crap, screw them kind of thing. They probably just left in the middle of the night. Yeah, you don't want none of this. All right, let's find something out. Oh, like that big fat mattress in the front. Here's one thing I can say about this. That is going to hide stuff behind it. But look at all the pee stains on this. Piss. That's piss. All right, now you notice the furniture. It sucks. Maybe this piece isn't too bad, but they sat that piece of crap on top of it. I don't like the way they treated this. And I'm not seeing it. So would I buy this? No. Would I suggest anybody else buy it? If it's super cheap, maybe. Only because. But if you could get something else, do that. So I'm going to call this a fail. And so this is what I give this unit right here. Okay, I've got a word for this. No, not a word. I got a sound for this. Okay. Now, back to what we're doing. You don't want that one, Terry. It sucks. That one kind of sucks. Blows. Oh, good grief. What's this? What in the world? Is that an old arcade machine or something? No, that's a freaking corner. That's a corner chair.
It's a
part of, no,
yeah,
that's a,
that's what it is.
Part of a what do you call it?
Part of
Like
a couch.
Yeah, it goes in the middle, and then you got a couch on each wing. Hey, what do you call that set? The word's escaping me.
Yeah, I can't think of the name, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I've just drawn a blank. Yeah, see, here's the rest of it. It's a lot of bedding and stuff and a couch. They took the legs off of it too. Yeah, you know what? I'm not feeling this one. What in the hell is somebody
Carol
in the
just,
what'd
Carol
she say?
just typed in sectional.
Sectional. Thank you, Carol. I could not come up with it, but I knew that. Brain fart. Thank you I knew somebody could fix that. All right. I don't like this unit though. I mean, other than what you think you could get for that sectional, I mean, it might be, you might get lucky, but look, you got to deal with all this. You got to weigh out all the labor involved. And so if you'd want to, yeah, if you needed a sectional, maybe you could get this for $50. Yeah, why not? You can set them out in the sun for a day, breeze them, and boom, you got you a nice little sectional. Or you could sell it. But then you gotta wrestle these guys right here. That's a tag team right there. And they mean business. And they're covered with pee and poop and everything else. So what else can we do for you here? That's not going to help. Let's find her something good, Glenn. These haven't been all that good, man. Maybe we have to spread it out a little bit to a little farther
distance.
Yes. So, all right. Can you give me her zip again? I just type it in again. I forgot.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Yeah, it's 22485.
Okay. I should have been able to remember that, but I didn't. We're going to go to 50 miles. Okay. This sells tomorrow. And I'm liking what I saw. It's a manager special. Now look at what. See, everything's staged. Oh, good God. You know what? I'm not going to look at a manager special. Damn it. All right, I'm taking those out. Starting to get pissed off here. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. Storeland self-storage in Culpeper, Virginia. Oh my God, what do you got here? There's a lot of empty tubs. Hopefully I wasn't a Freudian slip. We don't know what's in those tubs. Those are like roof vents or something.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, is that a motorcycle lift?
Might be.
I believe that's. Yeah, I sold one of those. I bought one in a storage unit one time, and when we had a motorbike, and I thought, well, let's get this motorcycle lift with. I got $300 for it. So, if that's what it is, then if you could get this unit for that, then you could. Anything in the boxes would be a profit. And I'm not saying you're going to get 300 for every one of them, but that's what we got for. If that's what it is, but I think that's what it is. I really do. So would I buy this? I might. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Look, it's a Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Let me do a little. I'm gonna Pittsburgh 1,000 pound motorcycle lift. Okay, they're $550. So you can at least get half of that retail on that one. So would I buy this for what it's sitting here on the screen? You better believe it, because there's other stuff here. There's a skateboard, a couple of skateboards. This one doesn't have the trucks on it, though. Neither does that one. That doesn't matter, though. You can still sell them. And, okay, she's put her hands on the stuff. I don't like that. You're not supposed to touch the stuff. This ring on her thumb. That right there might. See, I don't like this. I don't like people getting in there and touching the stuff. It's not there. It's not theirs yet. Okay, I'm on a rant. Static roof vents. Okay. Yeah, I like this one because of the one item there. And that would allow you to look through all those tubs for free, depending on what this price goes to. It's at $240. Sells, let's see, that'll be the 6th. Today's what, the 4th? So that'll be Tuesday. Tuesday morning at 10, Terry, if you're interested in that one, because I believe this lift will pay for the unit unless other people just want it that bad. And there's going to be other things in here. There's something down there. Snow shovels, whoop-de-frickin'-do. There's a place here called Play It Against Sport. We could sell this kind of skiing stuff. Cutting edge. Oh, those are the vents. 18-inch vents. Nails. Boxes. See if we can take a peek into one of the boxes. Not really. And these are like those mats you put down to work on. They piece together. Those would actually sell too. 50-pound bags of some kind of conditions. Can't tell what it is. Something about grass. Ice melt. Oh, ice melt. Now, come wintertime, all this ice melt would sell easy. 500, 200, like 350 to 400 pounds of it. All these nails, sell that. What's in the tub? I like this, because you got the big ticket item to pay for it. You got some loose lumber here. That's not going to hurt anything. Lumber's expensive. What do you think, Glenn? You got any thoughts on this one?
No, I like it.
They paid somebody to move this. You see the stickers? They stuck it on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Those are shipping stickers. Hardback books. Those are money here. Not a lot, but some. I'll probably take a load out of the bookstore next week. Each time I go over there, it's like $50 or more. You know, just takes under an hour. So, yeah, that's one I would suggest you go for because you got the big ticket item to pay for it. And there's a lot of profit at this price. So what would I go on that? I would go up at least to what I could get for the motorcycle lift and maybe a little bit over that.
I think a little over, maybe 350.
Yeah, that's fair. Right around that or whatever you're comfortable with. If you like the unit, you can go over your bid. And you know what do you do? Because buying storage auctions is like this. It's where the bang for your buck is what doesn't show anyway. So they're willing to leave big ticket items behind, which is a motorcycle lift. So that tells you there could be other big ticket items in here. Everything seems to be something. It doesn't look like trash, even down to the nails. Look at all them nails. Look at all that stuff. And it's an outdoor unit, so you could back right up to it. There you go. There's one. Anybody else looking, Glenn?
No one else has put their zip in.
Okay, well, we'll look for another one. We looked at that. Whoa. It's called Personal Goods. I love these little units. This one could be so good. I'm telling you, I love them. These personal units with shoe boxes and tubs and mystery. You could easily find jewelry in here. And you know what that means? Some of it could be gold. Am I saying there is gold there? Of course not. Don't like that mattress, but I like everything else in here. Would I buy this? You better daggone well believe I'd buy this. I'd go a hundo on it. You got all this media here. You got that's either a computer or a speaker or a subwoofer. Shoes. What's this? I don't know. Something set. All right. Oh, come on, Mark. These are going to be closed here. Where do I think the goodies are? One of these tubs. I always like the very back tub in the unit in the corner. That purple tub. It's the one that would intrigue me. Yeah. It's a little indoor unit. You could clean that out. You could get all this in a reasonable sized car. There you go, Terry. It's only $60. We don't know what's in these boxes. These are the kind I like to buy in between big buys. I bought one for $40 recently, and boy, it just kept paying off. It wasn't that great. I mean, I made a little bit on it, but hey, I like this one just in the same way. So there you go. Now there is a mattress in there, I believe. It's a 7x10, but just chuck that. A lot of boxes up here. Okay, here's this bag here's probably got it might have the merch in it. These bags back here. There's something in here. Yeah, buy this unit, Terry. Buy it.
Yeah, it's not a bad unit.
I am not BSing you. If I would buy it myself, I would push for somebody else to buy it if I can't get it. And I'm pushing for you to get this one. So you Type in anything you think about it in the chat. I'd love to hear what you had to say. You like these little dining? I call this a dine and dash. Of course, it might be a little harder to dash with that mattress there, but maybe there's something back there behind it. I don't know. Sometimes people put a TV set and protect it with that. And then you got a Christmas tree. I mean, that's not going to hurt anything. Yeah, give it a chance. I mean, I'd go up to a hundo on it, maybe 120. What do I see that I'd sell out of here? Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't see any particular items. I see possibility. It just depends on what's in the tubs. I can't hang my hat on any one item. It's not that kind of unit. It's a cheap locker with
a lot of mystery.
Good potential. Yeah, a lot of mystery. Make a great video. And for me, that'd be enough for me to buy it. Knowing that I might get jewelry. Are you kidding me? Holy mackerel. Oh, Terry, you can't do it. You got to be at least 18 years old. Right there it is. I think she turned 18 recently, so she's okay. So you got this. Let's see what else is there. Oh, good grief. Okay, I'll bite. It's at the same facility. Yeah, this doesn't look near as good. All these boxes have been gotten into. There's some camo stuff there. What am I seeing here? Clothes, shoes, open boxes. Do I like this one? No. I might have paid the 10. You know, if you didn't have anything else going on, I could see somebody dropping a 20 on it just to go through it. But I don't like the boxes that are opened up. It's like they grabbed what they wanted and they said, screw it, I'm not going to pay the rent no more. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say to buy that. And let's see what else we got going here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've got some dead air, baby. All right, let's look again. Let's show the map. I was thinking about doing a live sometime, Glenn, just calling it dead air. Come on, just do some dead air. See how it does. If it did better than my regular lives, I'd be like, what the hell's going on here? Dead air. All right, here's Extra Space. I like Extra Space because I get my best units from them. Okay. All right. Don't think we looked at this. There's a lot of boxes here, and it's only $10.
Huh.
I mean, just, you know, there's enough in here that I'd take a chance at $20.
Take a chance. I might
go up to $50 on this. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, you got a box here. You can put all the junk in. I mean, be a quick exit strategy. I mean, there's. Go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry.
Terry said she's going to try to get the second one.
Yeah, that one that I was pushing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like it, Terry. I mean, you know, I don't think you can go wrong on that unless the price goes stupid, and I don't think it will.
No.
I'd love to see what you find in there. I mean, there could be jewelry in there.
What's the clean deposit?
Oh, Extra Space is always 100.
Okay.
Yeah. And they give it right back. Not a problem with it. They're well run. At least the ones around here are. DVD. There's probably some blanks here. Whoop-de frickin' do. I hate this unit. Look at it. That just looks bad, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. I smell fail right here. That is a fail. I think they ransacked it looking for the stuff they wanted. Oh my God. That looks like STP oil right there. Hell, I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't suggest buying this. You'd be cleaning it out for the storage facility. There might be a few salvageable items, but I'm not seeing many. Wait a minute, what's this? Victrola. That's a remake of an old Victrola. Sitting on its side. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. God. Note the sarcasm in my voice. The way people just throw shit around, throw stuff around. I don't get it, you know? Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, there you go. Anybody else looking, Glenn?
Yeah, Carol put her zip in.
Okay, let's look for Carol.
Okay.
Let's see.
Her zip.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's 02861.
02861. Got it. Let's drop that down to 25 miles. And let's find her some money. Okay, here we go. Let's take out the non-lean units and refresh the page.
I'll be right back, Mark.
All righty, Glenn. Yeah, let's look at this first one here. I assume, Carol, do you want a large unit or a small storage unit? If you want one this is a 10 by 10. There's already a couple people bidding on this, though, and you probably don't want furniture, but here's a dresser. I find dressers are better than safes. This looks like somebody's whole household jammed into a 10 by 10. Clothes on hangers. Casters on the furniture, denoting that it is much older. This actually, that looks like pleather, but it doesn't mean you can't sell it. I don't think she's going to be. I'm just a gut feeling that you're not going to like this because it's got a lot of furniture in it. So I'll try to find. But if you do, it's probably going to pay for itself with furniture, and then anything else is profit. But you got to wrestle a mattress. Are you back, Glenn? I'll be right back, buddy.
I'm back.
Just
Yeah, I'm
sing a
back.
song or something.
Okay. Toodaloo.
All right. Thanks, Glenn. I had to attend to a matter, if you get my drift. All right. Let's get now I can get comfortable. I don't have to sit here like I'm dancing. All right. She doesn't want this. I could sense that she doesn't want that one. So she whoa. That's 8 days away, though. Wait a minute. Let's see what we can do first. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, normally I don't. Well, that's a manager special. I'm not going to get into this, but look, what you see is what you get, and it's too much. You don't want. Yeah, I don't like manager specials. Everything in there is okay, but look at the price on it already.
Yeah.
It still might not be bad. Look at the Xboxes and all the out. It might be worth it, but I can't figure what happened here. Is it the facility that put this together?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're going to beat all the Buyer must call for an appointment prior. I don't like that.
Nah.
I don't want. I thought I took out the daggone manager specials. I know I did.
Yeah, I thought I seen you click it.
Yeah, I did. Okay, this one's $10. Oh, good God, there it is again. Now I'm starting to get irritated. See, it's okay. It changed. Okay. All right. There's a wall art, sports related. Oh, I think I know what this thing is. It could be one of those where you hook it up to your computer, it projects the image onto a wall or screen. And those are several $100s. I've got one. And look at all this equipment back here. Professional. Is that a mixer? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my God. There's paint guns.
Yeah.
These are paint guns. I think. Isn't that what that is with the hose coming out of it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
They're made to look like AK-47s, but I believe that's paint guns.
Yeah, it is.
They didn't even list it in here, but I like that. I like that genre of stuff because you don't know what else is in here. Yeah, that's exactly what that is, Glenn. Look, it's a projector.
Oh, there it is.
Dr. J. Wait a minute. Let's look this up. Dr. J. Projector. Okay. Okay, they're not that expensive. This is a different kind. It's like $80. I have one that's different. That's still something. But you got to remember that it sells in a week, and it's only nobody's even bid on it. You got some RC cars. You got a really nice trunk that would sell here. And what's in it? It's nice too. It's not even scratched up. These are probably worth some money too. The paint guns a little bit, that's something. More electronics. This is computers, DJ boxes, toys and pictures, Star Wars and Boston Celtics stuff. Okay, all right. What do we got down here? I like a keyboard. I don't know if it's in there, but Star Wars. All that stuff that says Star Wars on it, people go gaga over that crap. I don't get it, but hey, whatever, right? If it sells, it sells.
Yeah.
Now that's definitely a mixer. MPO 226. Let's look it up. MPO 226 mixer. Oh, there it is. $200. And they're like 100 used. So there's all kind of stuff just sitting around here. And then you got some, looks like speakers. Oh my God, this could be actually pretty good. I'd keep an eye on this one. It's not all that daunting either of a task to move this stuff. There's nothing really super heavy here. I really like the way.
And she said she's got a Vans.
Yeah, she could get this easy.
Yeah.
I wonder, let's look up this Tippmann paintball gun. Tippmann. Let's see what they generally run. I'm going to do a kind of a general. Let's look and see what these are. The one we're looking at is probably around $300. Or it could be like this. Yeah, it looks more like this one's at 100. Well, that's kind of like the same thing. This one's 128. It could be, yeah, it's going to be some money there. Oh, it's an A5. Okay, Tippmann A5. Damn it. Here it is, right here. Okay, this is what we wanted to look at. They're $279.95 retail, so you could look to get a hundo plus for it.
Oh yeah, at least.
So there you go. And plus, it's got the case. You can add a little bit of that, and not only that, you can double that because there's two of them here. Or is that an extension?
I think that might go. Yeah, that goes with it, I think.
Okay, well then you've got the whole thing here. I'd say $200 sitting right there.
Oh yeah, with the case. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, and there's all this other stuff. And what's not showing? What's in this fancy? I would buy this. It's a 5x6. Got a $100 deposit. You get back the same day because you can get all this in a van. Good God, Carol, buy this. If it doesn't go stupid, buy it.
I'd like to see what's in that case.
Yes, and the case itself is going to sell.
Maybe some musical instruments,
You never know what could be in there, Glenn. You can only think what might be, judging by what you're seeing here. Some of this DJ equipment can be really good, but they've gone not top of the line on their DJ equipment, but not crap either.
Yeah.
So I would definitely go $300 on this unit, and look at that. That unit's on wheels.
Oh yeah.
That's like a roadies kind of thing, where they would pack it up and look at the computers. There's 3 of them. Looks like a ghost hand. Yeah.
Carol's wanting to know what the unit number is.
I don't think it says. There's the front of the facility. Patriot State Storage. They don't give it in here, but sometimes in the community notices in your area, you can look up and find the ad where they have to legally put these in the newspaper or whatever. It's got to go somewhere. They might say it there, but in the ad or in this auction, they don't have the unit number. But
yeah, you can go to storage. Go to Storage Treasures and she can find it.
Wait a minute. Here's the box to that thing. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice little unit. I would definitely buy this. Everything's something. It's interesting stuff too. Oh yeah. I would definitely go for that. So it's near the end of the show, so I'm going to leave you with that thought there. I would definitely, Carol, go into storagetreasures.com. And when you get to the site, if you're not already joined, just join the Storage Treasures. It's free. And to bid, you got to put a debit card on file. So what they do when you buy this unit, Storage Treasures will take 15% or 10% if you join the thing, and you get it for $10 a month. You get, but if you're just going to buy once in a while, you might just pay the 15% on it. And and then just bid, and you can't lose it if you got a keyboard because you can type any number. See, whatever you can't lose an online auction if you got a keyboard unless it goes offline. I say that all the time. People are like, you're nuts, Mark. I'm like, that's how bad sometimes I'm going to buy a unit. I tell myself I can't lose. I can only let somebody else win. I know that sounds crazy, but hey, what? I said it. I'm coming back into the chat. That's right. So there's 2 lockers for 2 different people that are asking today, and I would buy each one. I would have bought one of the units each myself. And I don't suggest anybody buy something that I wouldn't buy myself. I did not give this to it. That's right.
She said she'll let us know if she gets it.
That's right. I cannot wait to see if you get it, what's in those things. And I like the gun stuff. Oh, that coffee's gone bad. You know what I mean about coffee? After it gets just lukewarm, it's just no good, man. No good. All right, I got 37 comments to catch up with. All right, here's where I left off. Johnny says, I did my first uploaded video on this channel for, yeah, I remember back. Okay, we looked for Terry, small unit. She wanted a small unit. I believe we found her one. Okay, sectional. That's where I was like drawing a blank. I knew it and I couldn't come up with it. That's what that was. That's right. And then we looked for Carol. We found them both something to look at. What does it mean, clean? It just means that when you get the unit and you go to pick it up, they make you pay $100 cleaning deposit. That way, if you fail to clean it out, they can pay somebody else to do it, or they'll just keep the money and do it themselves. But as soon as you clean it out, you go in there and tell them you're done. You take a picture of the unit, or you tell them, I'm done. And they'll give you your $100 back the same day. That's just so people don't go in and pick them and leave crap behind. I'm 18 and a quarter. What does she mean there, Glenn? You know what?
When you said she's 18.
Years old. Yeah, she's 18. Yeah, you're old enough. You got to be 18 to get these units. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you don't pay anything. You just give them the deposit and you get that back. The only way you don't get it back is if you don't clean the unit out. But there's no way you're not going to get that cleaned out. It's not that big. Okay, yeah, you'll get that back. And you're welcome. You get, yes. Just for kicks and get shit, gicks and shizzles, look up. Okay, well, real quick, we'll look one for Todd real quick at 76634. All right, we're going to look for you a couple, Todd, for shits and giggles. Okay, where am I? What was that, 76634?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try to get him something close here. 25 miles. Okay, we're going to have to go out to 50. All right, we'll see what you got here. This sells tomorrow, Todd. It's in Joshua, Texas.
We can't see anything, Mark.
Oh, thank you for saying that, because I have to go back here, and if I don't do this, nobody can see what I'm doing. Thank you for saying that, or I would have just sat there spinning my wheels, and everybody go, look at this idiot. All right. Here we go. There it is. Now we can proceed. This is what I was just going to peek into, because it's a 10 by 15. Okay, what is setting here in this box? I don't like the pictures right off the gate. You can't see anything. Nobody's even bid on it, and it sells tomorrow. He's probably thinking that's a pile of shit. I mean, a pile of crap. Yeah, I think he's right. But for $10, but then you got to deal with all this. But you might not care, but you got to take the risk. Do I want to do all this? And then maybe not find anything. That's a legit concern. I get that. So maybe that's not what you want to deal with. So let's look for another one. Okay, let's find him something. No, there's nothing there. It sells tomorrow. Here's a 5 by 10. There we go. Now, oh boy, I think that's all. There's about $20 in coins in there. So the price they're paying for the coins right now. And the rest of it looks like holy crap. I don't see any folding money in there. Of course, those pennies are worth more than dollars now. Because copper's worth more than paper, but people are still trading with it. So I guess, whatever. Yeah, this sucks, Todd. You don't want this. Okay. Now, here's something here that could be worth some money. I think this is going to be a motorized wheelchair. I could be wrong. Or it's just a regular chair. I think just for the hell of it, I'm going to call it a regular chair because this unit doesn't look that good anyway. Do I think he wants this unit? Not a chance. There is a Kirby. Oh, look.
Oh yeah.
Look, things. Those can be worth a little bit of money. Books, those are worth a little bit of money. Pennies are worth a little bit of money because they are money. Copper's actually money. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to fart around in this unit for an afternoon, yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason if it was cheap, but it would have to be very cheap. Because I'm just not seeing the payola here. I'm not seeing a clue that it could be. Now, there's one plus to it. You can pull right up to the unit with your vehicle. That's always a big plus. Makes the work so much easier. So I'll look one more for him, and then we're gonna close out for this week's show. Somebody's already ran that one up to what it's worth. Oh, good Lord, Todd. Maybe this isn't the time to. I'll look at this one. Oh, it's a freaking manager special. I'm not going to do that. Todd, you're screwed for this week. Come back next week. I'll find you something else, man. This one sucks. There. I'm back. All right. Let me get back to where we were. Terry's 18 now, everybody. She's legal. Let's see. Something I can move in my van. Yes, Carol, we did. We found that was a quick piss. That's right. It was quick because it was a piss. If it had taken long, it would have been a pee. That's a negative, old buddy. Yeah, I think one of them wasn't any good, but the other one, I think she liked the other one. Is that how you read that, Glenn? Yeah. I can paintball. Yeah, if you get mad at him, Carol, you can shoot him with a paintball. Then again, trust me, he'll get you back. You don't know when it'll happen. It will happen, though. Yes. Glenn, when are you buying a unit? Oh, she's putting you on blast here, Glenn.
I answered her.
Okay. No, he is looking for me right now. Yes, I am. And I did. And I found you something. I'd love to have it myself. So I definitely want to see you get it. We can find out, all of us here can find out how much profit you're going to make. That's right. AC footstool. Cool. Terry, when the units get better, they have been crap lately. Yeah. I've looked for Glenn, and I can attest to that. I've seen a few that were okay. Like kind of watch it if it's the right price tag, but it wasn't really I was excited about. Kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah. They haven't been good lately for some reason. I don't know what the deal is.
But here we go. We've got her one that she seems to be excited about like I was. And, I don't tell people to buy a unit if I wouldn't buy it myself.
Yeah. So
you're welcome. That's what we love to do here, especially for everybody in our community. What is it doesn't say on there. It really doesn't make any difference. I can bid 50. Just get it. Just get it. Just don't have a key. Here's the thing, Carol. If you've got a keyboard, they see the numbers right there. You can put any number in the universe with that if you hit the numbers enough. So you can't lose if you don't mistype. I tell people that and they're like, what? What's wrong with you, man? Like, sometimes you just have to have an attitude. it's just an attitude with these things. Like, this is mine. Other people are going to try to take what's mine. So you got to be willing to fight for it. You just have to be willing to get in the mix. You might have to take a black eye around it. But it'll be all right. You're welcome. And thank you. And LOL. Oh, I love Coke. I don't. I really. Some people like that iced coffee. It's like hot beer and iced coffee. Come on. Do you have to sweep the floors and all? Yeah, you just have to sweep the floor. But I mean, you can do sometimes I'll just take a towel and whip it around if it's just not much stuff and just get it.
Yeah.
And, here's a little trick. And I'm not telling anybody to do it, but if you've got like one last little piece, like a piece of metal in there that you don't have anywhere to throw it, right there in the little corner, you can just throw it in there behind the damn wall. Yeah. Nobody will know. That's a lot. I didn't even say that. No, I've never done that. That's a pile of crap. That's what I said. But it's not like you had many choices there, man. That's why I said we're going to keep looking for you, but that one sucked. Burpee. There he is. That's right. We're glad you came in today, man. Carol says, I'm already registered with Storage Treasures. There you go. All you got to do is, if you got one of these, Carol, that unit will be yours unless the people that own it now pay on it. It'll be your unit. And there's nothing anybody else can do about it. Even if I'm not mad at him, you just want to play. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. If you do that, though, and you shoot him with it, make sure you got a camera, because if you don't get the shot, it didn't happen. Because if you shoot him with a paintball gun and he doesn't know you did it and you put that up on YouTube, I think you might have a good video there. Just a thought. Who, not me. just do it. Just make it yours. You got to say, I got my attitude from Sarcastic Storage Stacker and Glenn of Storage Bandit. That's right. All right, guys. It's been fun today, man. So do cats come back from the afterlife to visit? That's the question I have, and I'm going to have to say it's a possibility.
I think so.
Kind of heartwarming. Doesn't scare me at all. That's what I drew from that. So, Carol said, "You know me better than that, Mark. I got at it." That's right. Just make it yours. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Yes, I can. That's right. All right, guys. Everybody in the chat, you have a great rest of your day. At least here in Kentucky, it's a nice sunny day. And we're going to try to sell some furniture this afternoon. And Glenn, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see Joy on the show next week. Tell her I said hi. And Carol said she's a woman. Hear her roar. That's right. I'm telling you right now, Carol, this is your unit if you want it. Just take it. That's right. So I'm going to leave everybody with this as I smell the food cooking from the kitchen right now. And I'm going to go eat. Glenn, thank you again, sir. It's as always a great pleasure to have friends on here as co-hosts, and
thank you, Mark.
I love it, man. So we will be back next week, same time, same station, and I will leave you with our little intro outro that I like it, and we're going to keep it. See y'all in the chats this week. See you later, Glenn.
See you, Mark.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,